And now we've got another interview, back-to-back interviews. We've got why am I saying Catherine? I actually already messed up.
Chelsea,
That's
the
right.
soccer team. The soccer team.
Chelsea Zeller in the room. Your show is called a rude word. It's called Massive Bitch.
It is a rude word. Sorry about that.
Yeah, can you tell us a
Is
bit?
that a personal experience or?
No, it's more a reference to some of the characters in the
Ah,
show.
but say is it like a self memoir?
Yes, that's right. Well, when I'm marketing it, it kind of sounds like Chelsea Zeller is a massive bitch. It's a good flyering technique.
Yeah.
Yes, can spark some interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a character-driven show.
It is. Yes.
How many characters are you performing as?
At the moment, I think it is 8. 8
Okay.
characters. So
Wow.
yeah, 8 or 9. There's a couple of there's maybe 3 major characters that we kind of follow the arc through the rest of the whole show, and then there's probably about 5 or 6 smaller ones that you just pop up and do little snippets here and
And
there.
it's different sort of costumes and stuff you have for them, right?
So actually, I don't really have any costume changes. I'm kind
Okay.
of keeping it super minimal and
Do you
just
do
kind
different
of,
voices?
Yes, I do.
Can you do some voices now or?
right now?
Yeah.
Well, yes, I guess I can. Well, there's a character called Helen Hart, and actually, that's a kind of surprise character. She just pops out at the end. So, yes, and then I guess there's a lot more.
Yeah,
There's
I mean
a
you don't
lot.
want to give it all away.
I don't want to give it all
That's
away.
all
I also am
understandable.
Mel B. So hey Australia, I'm Mel B. Come along, join Jenny Craig today. That kind of thing. Yeah.
And we also saw one in your promo video, Hugh Augustino.
Oh yes, Hugh Augustino.
He seems to be inspired by some kind of, Anchorman type of character.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe from someone from Channel 7 or something like that.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
That's where you got the inspiration, I guess.
Yeah, totally. He's sort of like a mashup of people like Carl Stefanovic, and if anyone's ever watched Studio 10, the male presenter on there is Joe Hildebrand, and he's
Oh God.
they're they've got like a certain type of personality, and they just talk with a lot of they're very vehement about, certain topics that sometimes I don't know a lot about, And so maybe they're not the best, qualified to be talking about it, but they'll talk about it anyway. So
Yeah.
What about? So why different voices?
Why different voices?
Like I know Seth MacFarlane said he's got some psychological issues. That's why he does a lot of voices in Family Guy. Are you a bit like Seth MacFarlane there? Got a lot of voices in your head?
Well, sometimes I feel like I do when I'm writing it, but no, I love character comedy because it kind of just allows me to bring to life all of these weird and wonderful people that I can imagine in my brain, and it's kind of stuff that I like, I love doing anyway. I feel more comfortable playing a character on stage than I would be doing stand-up or anything like that. So, but yeah, I guess the show's set in the live TV studio of like a panel show. So something like The Project or something like that.
Ah, okay.
And so it's just the kinds of people that you would meet behind the scenes and, on screen in this kind of world. So, and it's a messed up kind of world too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're stepping in, this is one of your first forays into comedy, or have you done anything before this?
So last year I did a show at a comedy festival, Melbourne Comedy Festival, called High Achievers, and it was it was a one-woman show about motivational speakers, and so I played about 5 different motivational speakers, and so. But I did not write that show. I collaborated with some sketch writers, and we kind of came together to make this. But this is the first time that I've ever written and performed my own show, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah. And then what's your background? Do you have maybe, I'm going to guess maybe in theatre or drama or something?
Yeah, spot on.
Okay.
So I studied at the VCA, and then I, booted around Melbourne for a few years, got getting little gigs here and there.
So you're from Melbourne, yep.
I'm from Brisbane, actually.
Oh, from Brisbane.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I moved about 8 years ago now. So and now
Smart decision.
I know, right? Tell me about it. And even this weather right now is very tolerable. So
Actually, I got to ask you guys a question, a Melbourne question, because
you're from Sydney, yes.
I mean, I consider myself a Melburnian now, but Have you ever heard the term burn city?
No. Never.
Apparently, that is a term that people refer
Burn
to
city.
Melbourne as, burn city.
Yeah, wow.
I thought
That's
it was
odd.
weird at first. I was just thinking of a city of people with sideburns.
Burn City,
Yeah.
yeah. Or like sick burn city, like people going around just zinging each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back on topic.
Yeah.
Do you watch a lot of these kind of shows like The Project or Q&A or something like that to get this kind of inspiration?
Totally. Yeah. I've watched more The Project than, is healthy for a person, I feel. I actually went to the live taping of Studio 10, which, if anyone hasn't seen it, you should just do yourself a favor one morning and watch it. It is glorious. You probably won't be able to sit through more than 45 minutes of it because it's it's daytime morning TV at its best. But the taping went for 4 hours. Had
Wow.
lots of advertorials, infomercials, lots of segments about who's doing what in Hollywood and whose cat died and that.
Oh,
kind
so
of
real
stuff.
important stuff.
The
Yeah.
hard hitting issues. Yeah. So
It's going to shape the world we know.
exactly.
Yes,
That's
always.
right. So that was a lot of inspiration. And last week I went to a taping of Mad as Hell, and that was just the good stuff.
Yeah.
Sean McAuliffe is just a genius. So yeah, that's the stuff that I love to do as well.
What about in comedy? Because I'm trying to think. Who's the one that has Ahmed? What's his name?
Ahmed.
Has the hand puppets.
Sammy J and Randy. Sean.
You can say it.
John.
John.
Yeah, the guy with the puppets. With,
Yeah.
BB and the guy that goes, I'll kill you!
Yes.
Yeah. It's John Dunham. Or something.
Yes. Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham, that's it.
Jeff
Yeah.
Dunham.
So,
yeah.
so make a long story short. Jeff Dunham, you take inspiration from people like Jeff Dunham who does character type of things, or
Yeah,
are you just
yeah.
solo? Just wake up one day, I want to do character stuff.
No. I don't know. I take inspiration from a lot of people. I love, comedians like Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. Obviously, they've been a big influence on me.
Icons.
Yeah. Kristen Wiig. Anything SNL sketch based is
That's always a good place to start. Yeah.
totally.
SNL
But
can be hilarious.
can be hilarious.
Yes,
Can be
can.
hit and miss. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yes,
Like
yes.
that's the thing, and that's the thing too. You just gotta they're testing a lot of stuff out a lot of the time, and it doesn't always land.
Yeah.
So.
Well, just like comedy,
So-
really. Yeah.
Exactly.
Would
That's
that
it.
be sort of, the ultimate goal, getting on SNL?
Oh yeah, but you know what? I think I'd like going back to Sean McAuliffe's Mad as Hell. I think I'd like to land it a little locally first. Like that
Okay.
for me, watching those guys work, the actors working on that show are just next to none. They're just their characterizations are so spot on. It's like political satire at its best. It's just it's a really well-oiled machine. It's so clever. That's the goal
Yeah.
for me. Like one day. when
Well,
I'm
yours,
40.
I think yours is really spot on. Because I studied journalism.
Oh yeah,
Um,
nice.
So, that's sort of my background. And then, I saw the newscaster one. I was like, I'm actually interning at Channel 7 as well.
Oh my god.
So I just thought, wow, this is amazing. This is so spot on.
Good.
I think journalists would be a big market for you. I think you should play that bit.
Totally.
Play that bit up.
Totally, yeah. It's one of those things where you kind of have to pitch it where you think it's gonna, what audiences might respond to this or not. But it would be great to have some people from television and the media
Yeah.
that work in those industries in the audience, because it might be like a bit of a yes moment,
Yeah.
a few times, but it also gets really weird. So it's not completely true to form.
Okay.
Things get weird and, get a little bit more surreal. So just
Okay,
just
maybe absurdist kind of.
totally.
Okay.
Yeah, in a few moments there. Like there's an advertorial presenter who is a Russian peasant born in the 1800s. And he's advertising rope. So there you go. That's it. And it's very rudimentary kind
Yeah.
of infomercial. That happens.
So you said before, this is your first properly solo show.
Yeah.
Written and you're doing the comedy.
Yeah.
Nervous?
Yeah, I'm terrified, but I'm also really excited because there's something that performing your own material, there's a confidence that gives you that you just kind of know it inside out.
I've just come off doing a comedy school,
Yeah.
and the thing I got told was the worst thing that can happen is that you die on stage, and then who else can follow that?
Yeah. Too true. That's right.
So think
And then you did.
Yeah, think of the positives there.
Exactly.
You've
That's
left a mark. Everyone will remember that comedy festival where you died, so you'll be famous
Yeah.
forever.
Maybe I should just do that tomorrow night, my first show, and then that's it. Dead.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think we'll sort of.
But the last hard-hitting question we have here.
Oh yeah, you got a hard question.
Yes, the hard-hitting questions. If you could be a dog, what breed would you be?
Border collie.
Border collie?
Absolutely.
You answered that surprisingly quick.
I know, right?
It's like you've been preparing for this question your entire
Pissed off 'cause
life.
I don't know like anything about dogs. Oh, I like those dogs. Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
those dogs? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheepdogs.
I
you
don't like
know?
small dogs. Small dogs are the worst.
They're very like active and playful. And
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And they're like, and you know,
The small dogs are old people dogs.
they are. Yeah, they are. They have funny personalities. Small
Yes.
dogs. You know, there's like.
I think I would be a dachshund.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
a sausage dog.
Yeah, sausage.
If
Like
I was a cat, I'd be one of those hairless cats. They are the
Oh,
most
yeah?
ugliest things in the world. It's just I'll be very ugly, but I'll be very expensive as well. So it's the best of both worlds.
Totally. Yeah, that's right. You know that they make a sound when they sit down because they've got no hair on their body, so they make like a
Oh.
sound when they sit down, like a suction, like their butt is suctioning. It's like when it comes back up. You know?
That's gross.
So before we go, so how long are your shows on for?
7 nights only, from Monday till Sunday this week, 2nd to the 8th of April.
Only
So,
7 days to catch
Get
it.
in.
Exactly.
And, you know, without mentioning the ticket prices, where
Yes.
can people get the tickets?
Or if you go to www.comedyfestival.com.au/Chelsea Zeller, you will be able to find.
Do you have to like
all my
type it in
shows.
that type of tone as well?
That's
Chelsea
right.
Zeller.
Yeah, search Massive Bitch, Chelsea Zeller or Massive Bitch in the Comedy Festival website, or head to the Butterfly
Isn't
Club
that your goal in
website.
life? If someone types in massive bitch on Google and just come up with a photo of you, isn't that like goals?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it
Yeah, but
I mean, hopefully you don't have a chat box open at the same time and accidentally send it off to someone.
yeah, don't Google Massive Bitch Google Docs. Don't do that, okay? You're gonna see some bad stuff. Just gonna say. But go to the Butterfly Club website. You'll be able to find it.
Well, thank you very much. You've been fantastic. Hope you knock it out the park.
Thanks, guys.
And maybe don't take the advice about dying, you know. Stay alive for the experience will be much better.
I'll fake a death. That'll be great.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.